The 5 Elements of Effective Thinking by Edward B. Berger and Michael Starbird. Book summary. Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to list out the 5 elements in which the authors provided in this book. The book itself is a great starting point if you're looking for something to help you be a better thinker for yourself so that you aren't so easily influenced by other people's opinions or common marketing strategies. The book itself provides excellent steps on what to do and how to do it. But in this video, I'm going to dive a little deeper into why each of these tips work. If you enjoy this kind of content, please be sure to sign up for my upcoming blog, which will be launched September 1st. The blog will be focused specifically on the science of mindsets and theories similar to the content in this video. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link to that below. Alright, let's get started with today's video. The first element is to understand deeply, master the basics. Most of the learning that we do nowadays that is outside of the classroom is usually on the internet. The great thing about the internet is its accessibility. It is absolutely convenient to have answers at the tip of your fingers. The downside to it is that most of the information that you do find on the internet is very surface level. For you to get a deeper understanding of any one of the topic that you are interested in, you would have to dig a little bit deeper for more information. And that could come from a number of resources such as peer-reviewed articles, books, lectures, and courses on the subject that you're interested in. Pretty much everything that you do learn is always built on a foundation of the basics. If you choose to take the time and put in the effort in the beginning to learn the basics on a deeper level of understanding, a lot of that learning that comes after usually takes a lot less energy in order for you to learn, as you already have a clear understanding of its foundation. The second element is to fail to succeed. Let go of the fear of failure. Most of us have this innate fear of failure, which is actually quite ridiculous once you realize how useless it is to be afraid of failing. Many of us can attribute our fear of failure to strict parenting, giving way to our need of perfection. But I like to also hold the education system responsible for this as well. Many students, especially introverted ones, have anxiety of being reprimanded by the instructor or laughed at by their peers if they raise their hand and give the wrong answer. So what do? They stop raising their hands, even when they knew that they probably had the right answer. Sometimes, actually many of the times, you will need to fail at something repeatedly before you succeed even just once. I remember as a kid, I loved folding paper, that is also known as origami. It is a popular Japanese hobby of folding papers into objects. My first origami animal probably looked like a crumpled up piece of paper, but after repeatedly practicing and learning from my mistakes, I can still fold a paper origami crane to this day, almost 30 years after my very first one. The third element is to question everything. Master the skill of asking great questions. Have you ever met a kid who constantly asked why to pretty much everything? Kids naturally have an insatiable appetite for learning and would never be satisfied with just surface level answers. If you're lucky, your curiosity never faded even as you entered into adulthood. If you're not naturally curious, you can practice and become more inquisitive. Learning to question everything opens you up to new ways of seeing old things. The key is to be open-minded to seeing something in multiple ways. This is a wonderful exercise to help you figure out what you want out of life when you've learned how to ask yourself the right questions. The fourth element is that connection is key. Find the flow. Sometimes when you are diving deep into one particular subject, you get lost in the details and lose the bigger picture. It is wise to remember to take the time and take a step back so you can visualize that bigger picture and see how all the details connect. This exercise gives you clarity that you'll need to be able to continue to focus without losing direction. Connection is pretty similar to understanding things deeply. When you understand something on a deeper level, you are more likely to be able to make the connections and see how things interrelate, when others might overlook those connections because they're just too focused on the details. Taking the time to find the flow of your ideas can free up your energy and minimize the risk of you going on unintended detours. The last and fifth element is to embrace change. Commit to being the person that you need or want to be. The previous 4 elements are not useful unless you learn how to embrace change. If you're going to take just one thing away from the book or this summary, it should be this: change is the only constant in life that is guaranteed. We all tend to prefer a stable and secure environment, so we naturally resist change. There is nothing else in life that can be guaranteed. But if you want to learn and grow, you have to be open to change. You can't grow if you choose to stay the same. Alright, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see all of you beautiful souls in the next video.